It's me, DB, and welcome to episode 3 of DB's Orlando Vacation Vlog. Today we're going to kick things off at the Chocolate Kingdom Factory Tour, which should be pretty sweet, I guess. And then we're just going to be chilling out today. We're not going to hit any of the parks. Those will be saved for tomorrow. So I saved some room in my belly for some chocolate, so I'm going to go have me some. This tour featured a story, also, where a prince and a dragon came to a kingdom that was completely made of chocolate to try to present a princess with a special chocolate gift for her birthday present, and also to win her heart, too. But as you can see, their present didn't quite make it, let's say. So the prince and his dragon joined us on the tour to learn how to make another special chocolate gift for the princess. Now, chocolate starts off as a bean, most notably the cacao bean, which is then roasted and then cracked in order to start the process of making chocolate. At the factory, they gave you the option to sample an actual cacao bean yourself, in which you can choose yes to sample it or no not to sample it. I chose yes, and it had a very, very bitter taste. So if you're not into bitterness, definitely want to pass on this. But this is what a cacao bean actually looks like. Now this photo has a model of one of the Aztec pyramids. When the Spanish first took over the Aztec, they first introduced chocolate over to Europe. Somehow the Aztecs knew of chocolate, and the Spanish, before the takeover, didn't quite really know about it until Christopher Columbus' discovery of the cacao bean in the 1500s. Now this is a model of what Europe looked like back in the 1500s. When chocolate was first popular there over in Europe, only the high class people were able to have it, but as it grew in popularity, folks in the lower classes started to enjoy it as well. Even though this factory didn't have any Oompa Loompas or everlasting gobstoppers, it did have the opportunity for you to toss marshmallows into a dragon's mouth. How does that work in helping cooling off the dragon from its fire? I have no idea, but it's a little fun thing to do while you're on the tour. After the cacao beans are plucked off the tree and then scooped out, they are then sold to factories across the globe, which will then grind those beans to form a chocolate powder or something called a chocolate liqueur. And it still retains its bitterness taste because even after you make the liqueur, you still have to add extra ingredients in order to get rid of that kind of taste. You're seeing now a picture of one of the factory workers putting the chocolate into a mold after it's all prepared and turned into its liqueur form. A couple more facts about chocolate. First of all, it is a fruit. And secondly, the white chocolate is an actual chocolate. Just added a few extra ingredients to give it its white color. One of the cool things about this factory was, for a few bucks more, they could actually make you your own custom-made candy bar. I had mine with milk chocolate, with Rice Krispies, M&Ms, and bacon, and it was delicious. Before we leave the Chocolate Kingdom today, I just wanted to show you guys a photo of the Princess's Kingdom, which is actually made of chocolate. Yes, that is real chocolate that the folks in the factory used to make the Princess's Kingdom. So, a Chocolate Kingdom can be a real thing. It's a pretty cool one, too, if you ask me.
Yeah. I want to thank the folks over here at the Chocolate Kingdom in Orlando for a totally sweet tour. If you guys want to find out more information about this place, you can take a look at the description down below of this episode. I highly recommend it, definitely the tour, because you get all sorts of cool free samples and you get to learn how chocolate is made. So I'll get you all a little bit later on today, after a little mini golf. My parents and I just went to the attraction building right across the way, which was Madame Tussauds. Madame Tussauds has many locations all throughout the country, and they're known for their wax figures of many famous celebrities, from rock musicians to local history figures, even the movie stars. So definitely you guys want to come and check this place out. We got a few photos that we took inside the museum, and I'm going to share them with you all at the end of this episode.
And here are those photos now, folks. We start off with me taking a selfie with the wax figure of Samuel L. Jackson. Samuel L. Jackson is best known for his role as Agent Nick Fury in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He started off with some of the earlier Marvel projects, including the Avengers, and here he is today. Our next photo is with Selena Gomez, who got her start in Disney Channel's hit series Wizards of Waverly Place, playing the wizard known as Alex Russo. Speaking of stars who got their start with Disney, here's Zac Efron, who got his start in the hit Disney movie trilogy High School Musical. You can now see him as a part of the film Neighbors and the upcoming film Neighbors 2. This one goes out to all of you who watched the TV series The Big Bang Theory on CBS. This one is my mother and father with Sheldon from said series. This one's a good shot of me with President Abraham Lincoln, who once delivered the Gettysburg Address. Where would we be right now as a country without the work of this man? Good old Honest Abe. Here's a great photo of me with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. As I said with President Lincoln, where would this country be without the works of Dr. King? Where would the United States be without Dr. King's work? It'd definitely be a different country, I can tell you that much. Here's me with Barack Obama, the first African American president in the United States. DB phone home. Here's me with E.T., one of Steven Spielberg's most famous characters and one of Steven Spielberg's most famous movies as well. You can also get your photo with the Cage of Dinosaurs from Jurassic Park here at Madame Tussauds. So speaking of Madame Tussauds, I wanted to thank them for allowing me to give you guys all these cool photos.
Great to have our day. So if you guys all enjoyed this video, so make sure you leave a like and a comment. Don't forget to leave a comment on what your favorite photo was from Madame Tussauds or the Chocolate Kingdom tour. Let's get Stephen Rightly Disney's latest project, The Jungle Book, is set to open in theaters next Friday. And if you guys missed one of my earlier episodes, I did announce that I will do a DVD review on this upcoming film. So I'll catch you guys then. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more. I'm DB, and I'm out.
16 more minutes till we're number one. Let's go, team! Gotta get it together. Yeah, pull up and shoot, score. Are you ready? Are you with me? Team.